Hi there, this is Mark Ittleman, speech-language pathologist, and the author of the Teaching of Talking and the Teaching of Talking video training course, which I hope all of you will sign up below and get on our mailing list so that you'll find out when it starts. Anyway, the presentation that I'd like to share with you today is entitled Speech Therapy is like making hard-boiled eggs. Huh? And you're probably going, oh, Mark, come on now. How can speech therapy in any way be like boiling hard-boiled eggs? Well, this morning I got up early and, man, I was hankering for some hard-boiled eggs. So I got out a pan and I decided that what I was going to do is I was going to microwave those eggs. And so I got a special container and I filled the container full of water and put in that water about 5 eggs. And then I put it in the microwave and set the microwave for 10 minutes. Because my mother always taught me that hard-boiled eggs pretty much took 10 minutes. And all of the eggs were immersed. And be on the lookout because I'm going to be doing a video soon on the immersion method or the immersion concept of speech and language stimulation. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, so the eggs were put in the microwave and they were immersed and 10 minutes went by, and during that 10 minutes I made myself a cup of coffee and cleaned up in the kitchen, and before you knew it, the microwave sang its chime and they were done. Well, I put the eggs under some cold water like my mother always taught me, and I've always considered myself to be an expert at hard-boiled eggs. But anyway, they cooled off for a little while because I had them immersing in cold water. And then I went to take one of the eggs and started hitting it against the side of the sink and on the counter, and then attempted to take the shell off. Not. It just wasn't a very pretty experience. Now, I've been a pretty good egg peeler in my day, but for some reason, this time, no matter what I did, about the only thing that came out of that egg was the yolk, pretty much. And it was hard, but all the rest of it was just not very good at all. So I let it sit in the container for a little while longer in the cold water, and I was really hungry, so I figured, I gotta have another one. And I'm sure that by this time the egg is cooled off, and so I went to go eat the other one. But before I did, I started cracking it again. And by golly, was I disappointed. Was I frustrated? Was I anxious because that darn egg, it seemed like every time I tried to get the shell off, it would take half the hard-boiled egg off with it. And the same thing happened again. So you're going, okay, Mark, will you get to the point? Okay, here's the point. The point is that speech therapy is like peeling a hard-boiled egg because quite often speech therapy in some cases is very frustrating. And no matter what you do, there's disappointment, there's anxiousness, there's stress. It just doesn't happen very well. And quite often that's caused by giving the person who's got a speaking difficulty a difficult task, a task that's too difficult. Now, what we do with the teaching of talking and the teaching of talking method is we teach you how to stimulate your loved one to speak clearly, very similarly to a hard-boiled egg, making it and then peeling it. But we do it in such a way that there's very, very, very little frustration or anxiety or anything else, because you learn exactly what to do in order to help your loved one or your client speak better. And we show you ways that you can do that in a very simple way, and you progress from very simple gradually to more difficult, so that there's no frustration and no anxiousness, not anything like what I experienced this morning with my hard-boiled egg. But anyway, if you'd like some really great information about our Teaching of Talking course that's coming up, kindly click the hyperlink down below, and that'll take you to our new webpage, the Teaching of Talking training, and there you click in and you opt in, and you'll get a screening test which will start teaching you about the concepts of speaking and what you'll need to do to help your loved one or your client at home. And then I've got some other surprises for you in a number of other PDFs that deal with the teaching of talking and what you need to know in order to be very successful with it, so that it'll be just like a hard-boiled egg, but you know how to do it. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to get your advice, so that, because I thought I was an expert, but maybe it was the microwave. I don't know. But, you know, after I've been practicing for 43 years, I've figured out how to do speech therapy and how to do speech and language stimulation, especially with aphasia and especially with children who don't talk. And I'd like to share that information with you. So please click below, and we'll see you soon. This is Mark Ittleman, speech-language pathologist, author of The Teaching of Talking and the soon-to-be-released Teaching of Talking video training course. Thank you very much, and have a great day. Bye-bye now.